Internet that's everything you imagine, and then some. Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed. Sign up today for an internet service monthly rate with peace of mind.
On your television and your computer and your phone, I guess. KFAN.com/watch. You can not only see us, you can see the lovely and talented Zacco in Vago. Hi, Zacco. Hi.
Hi, Zachy.
You guys look great back there.
Thanks. How's the weather out there? Is it hotter than hell or is it nice?
It's nice. It's about average, lower 80s. And, as long as you're not, baking in the sun, you're having a good time out here. So,
is it going to impact the quality of the ice?
The humidity is so low, and the HVAC system at T-Mobile Arena is pretty good.
What a fantastic weather update!
I'm going to talk to the arena officials today and make sure that everything's ship-shape.
So, what are you doing for the next 12 plus hours?
Well, we got morning skate in a few hours, so we'll learn some, if there's any lineup changes potentially, and get a chance to talk with the coach before, obviously, the big game tonight. We got to talk with them yesterday here at the hotel, and it was all business. So they're ready to go, and then then it's just kind of wait. I think I'm going to do some prep for prep for our all of our draft coverage with the mock draft coming up and everything. So get some stuff here, and then make my way down to T-Mobile at about 17 hours. I think is when.
Hey, is this one of those bits that since you're there with the Wild, are you not allowed to gamble? Is this one of those bits, or are you allowed to go do whatever the hell you want?
I have not been instructed anything.
To not gamble.
So
have you gambled?
I have gambled.
And
great first day. Challenging last day, but
challenging.
We'll we still have a little bit of time. Maybe I'll kill some afternoon hours over on the tables, but we'll see.
You got to be careful on a weekday out in Vegas because, oof.
They are very. I mean, I don't even know why you'd even touch a slot machine out here anymore, man. It's
play some roulette, Zachary.
Yeah.
I did, and that was the challenging part of the trip. So
Marty,
far.
give him a number. Give him a lucky number.
Obviously, 13.
Oh, 13. Lucky 13.
All right. We'll put it all on 13.
All
Thanks,
of it
Marty.
on 13.
Yeah, all the money you have.
All of it.
Everything.
Every last penny.
Yep. Either you are rich or you might as well not even come home.
Exactly.
Or be rich and not come home.
Fan 5 on the Power Trip. Presented by Builders and Remodelers.
That's right. Thank you, Builders and Remodelers.
All right, Wolves-Lakers tonight, 9 o'clock. The Wolves lead that series 1-0. DraftKings has the Lakers at a 5.5-point favorites.
Go
Oh,
Wolves.
gimme the ball.
Oh, wrong thing, Hogs.
Please stop.
Okay. I can.
I mean, that line is interesting because we all know what happened in game 1, and I would assume the people who make the line, is that a Vegas line or is that just a sports betting website?
Yeah, I mean, it's DraftKings, but that's basically what Vegas has across the board as well. And by the way, I just clicked on it in the last hour.
Yeah.
Another half point the other way. It is now Lakers by 6.
Oh my
so the money's going the other way.
Yeah.
So everybody's going towards the Lakers. They
Yeah.
think the Lakers, the pendulum's going to swing back, and they're going to figure it out at home. But
fans are saying it was a fluke.
I guess. Again, if anybody, I love the Wolves in 6. I understand it's a trap. It's a recency bias thing, but man, they just looked so much deeper, so much better. Take the Wolves in 6 all day.
I would be a little surprised if it's as big of a margin.
Yeah.
In this game, it feels like this has to be a closer game. That would really surprise me if the Wolves win it by 20 again.
That'd be
Although
great.
it feels like we're knocking on that door.
Watch Luka's effort in Game 3 if the Wolves win Game 2 by 20.
Yeah.
There'll be no defense at Target Center in Game 3 out of Luka, even less than whatever he does now.
I was super impressed with Anthony Edwards in the way that he loves the spotlight, the big game, the national broadcast, the attention on him, the rise to the occasion. He thrives in that. And for him to have a 22-point game and focus more on the rebounds and assists, I thought was such a game of growth and maturity. And that's not to say he can't have 40 tonight, but in game 1, where it's, it's all right there. It's a pretty big stage. I mean, you're in LA, and it's a Saturday night, according to Skip Bayless. Or was that Stephen A?
Stephen A.
That
Smith.
was Stephen A.
Interchangeable.
Yeah.
So I just thought that's the kind of game that we needed out of Ant, and I was super impressed that he was able to deliver it. Well done.
Wild in Las Vegas tonight. 10-ish or so is a puck drop right here on the Fan. Vegas up 1-0.
That's so late.
Yeah, I mentioned, we got to talk with Foligno and Middleton and Hines yesterday, and they, I think, echoed a lot of, the stuff that we were seeing. It was crazy, a lot of, so much negativity on Twitter the other night, but the Wild played a really good game, and they talked about it. It could have gone either way. It didn't go their way, unfortunately. But yeah, like I said, they did not blame any of the officiating. They said it was great. They said they're very confident in their game, and the big thing will be, obviously, is there any changes in the lineup? It sounds like Hines still has confidence in Zeev, so we'll probably see him again tonight, and it's a big one, obviously. I think they got a good chance. I think they're going to rally their way back, and I think we'll see a 1-1 series heading back to St. Paul on Thursday.
Last night, the Washington Capitals won 3-2 over Montreal in overtime. Alexander Ovechkin, the game winner. He had 2 goals in that game. I believe the first goal of the game, and he had the game winner. Marnes, that was his 46th career overtime playoff game.
Wow.
How many overtime playoff goals does he have in his career? That was the 46th playoff overtime game he's played in. How many career overtime game winners does he have in the playoffs?
Well, it would have to be, they'd have to win the game, and that maybe only happens half the time. So about 20. And
Love
how
the
many
logic.
times does he actually score it? Of the 20, I mean, he might have 10. That seems high. 8 to 10? 10.
10-ish? Sauce.
11.
14.
Zachary.
I've seen it.
Yeah, did he?
What's the answer, Zach?
1.
That was his first career overtime playoff goal.
Oh.
So the greatest regular season goal scorer of all time had never scored an overtime game winner until last night. The Capitals lead that series 1-0.
It was a great day of hockey around the league.
No.
Multiple great
Just
games,
sunny
multiple
outside.
great Rocket Club and
Yeah, thank you.
Chris
They
Hockey
played?
Band lead singers.
Yeah, no, we got together and hung out.
Yeah, the
Just
Kings game was
smoked some
insane
dope.
as well. Kings won 6-5 over the Oilers, but the Kings blew a 5-2 lead. McDavid tied it at 5 with about a minute and a half to go. And then the Kings scored with 42 seconds left to win in regulation. So they win game 1 6-5 over Edmonton to take a 1-0 series lead. Winnipeg won 2-1 over the Blues. So the Jets, who had an awesome regular season, a lot of times the teams in the regular season in the NHL fall apart early in the playoffs, but so far the Jets up 2-0.
Wow.
I was coming back from Penn and Teller, and I got into the elevator, and that was at that point Edmonton had just tied it up, and then the Stars and the Avs were in overtime as well, late in their first overtime, and I was thinking, I'm going to get back, I'm going to have a double overtime game and an overtime game, and by the time I got to my room, both games were over, and I had missed both game winners. It was a very frustrating night, but a great
Did you get
night.
lost?
Are you okay?
Were you so
no, it was
high you
just-
couldn't find your hotel?
yeah, how stoned were you?
Yeah.
No,
You stopped
it
for
was
a jerky
just-
jerk?
Yeah,
It
were
all
you
happened in
hammering
like a 30-second window.
Did you get on the grind and do some grinding?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, something called Colin Blackwell, the overtime game winner for Dallas.
yeah, good for him.
What was the bid on Stern? Wasn't it Blackswell? Was it with an S? Remember the
That's what it's called when I flex these guns, baby.
what the hell was that character on Stern? Wasn't it Mr. Blackswell?
I don't
Something
know.
like that. Let me Google this while you guys talk. Rhode Island, either a road or an island
I
discuss.
just don't know.
Yeah.
I just don't know, Corey.
I have
I
not
just
heard.
don't know.
All right, Stern.
Richard Blackwell.
Mr. Maybe it was just Blackwell. Why
Who,
did I think
me?
there was an S in the middle there?
Oh, was that Robin did that voice? Is
Um,
that right? I don't know what you're talking about. I just don't know, but I do know this. John Cena is your 17-time world title WrestleMania champion,
Man,
and nobody seems to be making a big deal out of it.
that bastard. Yeah, he did it. He cheated.
He cheated.
He cheated.
He's on the dark side now, huh?
Yeah, he's
Is
a
he really?
heel. He's a villain. First time in his entire WWE career. Happened about a month ago or so. I literally, physically, audibly gasped when I was on the plane. The lady next to me probably thought we were about to crash. I'm like, nope, it's just John Cena. Sorry.
Wow.
But yeah, the WrestleMania was awesome for the most part, but John Cena, his historic win, it was terrible, and it was the worst part of the weekend.
Was it
honestly.
really?
Yeah, it was the dumbest. It's one of the dumbest things I've ever seen WWE do, to be completely honest. Because he broke the record that Ric Flair had. He has the most world championships in WWE history. But Travis Scott, the rapper Travis Scott, randomly came out and helped John Cena win, completely out of nowhere, and nobody knows why.
To be the best, you got to beat the best.
Why is that a thing?
Being the best to beat the best.
No. Why are?
Oh, the Travis Scott thing. I don't think anybody knows. It's completely baffling.
Has he been a part of WWE matches?
He randomly showed
Early
up
in his career.
when.
You mean John Cena?
No, Travis Scott.
He randomly showed up when John Cena first became a villain, and nobody knew why then. And he was really bad at the acting part of it because he punched Cody Rhodes in the face for real.
Oh, wow.
And gave him he broke his eye socket and
Really?
actually messed him up. Yeah, Cody Rhodes had a black eye for the next week and a half or so, on TV. He actually really hit him hard. And I think everybody kind of figured he would not be invited back after that. But instead, they invited him back in the biggest possible moment with the most possible eyes on the product in years. So,
All right.
And one last thing. The Gophers dance team has been selected to represent Team USA at the International Cheer Union World Championships. I bring this up because the squad is coming off its 23rd national title.
it's insane.
How about that? Competition takes place from Wednesday to Friday in Orlando, Florida. Good job.
Cool.
Yeah, great job.
23rd national title. Are you kidding me?
All we do is win.
That's right.
That routine from last year or 2 years ago that went viral, incredible.
Yeah.
Yep. Precision.
Incredible.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. And then that guy came out and punched somebody in the eye socket.
Wow.
Yeah, Travis Scott actually helped the Gophers
He
win.
did.
Yeah.
Did he really?
Yeah, he helped them win that last championship.
Oh, good for him.
Tonight,
So
the
generous.
Bucks are at the Pacers at 6 o'clock. Indiana's up 1-0. And then the Grizzle at the Thunder. They lost by 51 in Game 1. Barnes, I don't. You're not. You're not a huge gambler, so just take a shot at this one. They won by 51 in Game 1.
Uh-huh.
The Thunder are favored by how many points according to DraftKings in Game 2?
Not 51, obviously, but it's got to be more than. Is it in the 20s? 21.
It is not. 14 and a half. 14. Oh man, look at this
Look
cake.
at this cake. Happy birthday.
Oh, this is gonna be depressing.
Happy birthday. Oh, look at that. Look at that cake.
Dear
Wow.
God.
Holy moly. Are you seeing this, Zecco?
Yeah.
How is this possible?
Hey, can you pick that up, of course, so people can see it on the camera? At
How do they do
KFAN.com/watch. It's Corey's birthday today.
Try not
He's
to drop this.
107.
How do they do
He's
this?
107?
Yeah. Look at it.
Let me see if I can
That
get
looks
it.
just like you. Oh, my God. I can feel the negativity coming off that
wow.
cake.
Right.
Oh,
That
my
cake is
God.
judging me right
It's
now.
62 degrees on the
Wow.
thermometer. The initials game is over there. Now you spin it around. There's Corey.
Raising Cane's.
Look at it. Look at his fishy lips.
Yep.
He's got a Bible on the nightstand.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
The TV's got freaking poker on it. Look at that.
And his thing is in his hand.
Yeah, no, that's a Kane's.
No, it appears that I'm taking
cranking
notes. No, it does kind of look phallic, but it appears to be a pen to take notes on how to play poker. Look at the side angle. Look at
Keep it right there.
Hold on.
Keep
Let
it
me
right there. I
go.
got to take a picture of that. Keep it
Oh,
right
my
Yeah,
God.
yep, you're cranking it.
to poker.
Yeah.
Look, even that angle. Look at that angle.
I'm tweeting that right now so
Yeah.
people can see it if they're driving down the road. Oh, that is who does that cake? You got to
Yeah,
ask
Jill,
Jill.
grab
Who
that
does
mic,
that?
Jill. Jeez. Man, that's heavy.
Sex World did this cake.
Jeez, that's genius.
Cake Corey's got a hammer on him.
Yeah, good for you,
Good
Corey.
for you, Core.
Man, Cane's. It's got like every version of initials. This is legit. This is so cool.
Oh my God! Wait till you see this picture, Corey.
It's the fact that even the eraser is pink. It's like you can't make it up. That's so good.
I just tweeted it.
Jill, where's this cake from?
It is from the Battered Spoon. Michelle is amazing.
That's insane.
And it.
Appropriate title for that cake as well.
Sorry, Michelle.
Oh my gosh.
It shifted in my car, so I feel badly, but it did say, "Happy birthday, Corey." This message came up organically, just
Yeah, it
like
did.
initials.
It definitely comes up. It has to come up
That's
organically.
awesome. Something came up organically.
Yeah. Oh, see ya.
That's so
Great.
awesome.
That's wow!
That's
What a
incredible.
cool looking thing.
And
That's
the detail.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zach loves that cake.
Jeez, that's an evil laugh.
He wants a piece.
Zach's pissed he's in Vegas. He wants to eat this pencil.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
No hands.
15. Wow.
I'm looking at the bathtub in my room right now, thinking about my cake from earlier this year,
Which was epic as well.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
I might
Thanks,
have
Jill.
to-
This is the best.
Yeah, happy
Absolutely.
birthday, Core.
Happy birthday.
So cool. What kind of cake is this? I always feel that's the worst part about cakes like this is you feel like you don't want to eat it because you don't want to destroy it.
Yeah, it's vanilla. It's amazing.
Oh, man.
The cake's absolutely amazing.
I bet it's so good.
God, you look
Vanilla.
super excited to eat it in your picture.
Man, look at the size of that thing compared to that 32-ounce drink beside
God,
you. I'm
you have a
impressed.
hammer.
By the way, if it was actually that and not a pencil, it would make sense that I was watching poker. It'd be like, oh, God, he flopped a set of fours. Yes.
You're playing poker, Corey. You're on that TV.
Oh no! Are you serious?
Well, that makes even more
watching
sense.
himself?
Yeah.
That makes even more sense.
Oh, man.
That really does play that he's
Wow,
watching
yeah.
himself. Yeah.
You got an embarrassment, King?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh my gosh,
That's awesome.
that's
Thanks, Jill.
fantastic. Well
bet.
done.
All right, headlines
That's
in a
so
second.
good.
More of the Power Trip Morning Show after this on The Fan.
When you want to take a break from sports, keep it in the iHeartRadio family on 102.1 K102.
No.
6 hours of every workday are commercial free. 102.1 K102.
De-risking is crucial. In uncertain financial times, How to Money is here to help. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search How to Money, and start listening today.
Hey, it's Meat Sauce, and we're moving the Power Trip north to Grandview Lodge on May 1st and 2nd. You should join us both Thursday night and Friday morning for some special Power Trip activities. There are some great stay-and-play packages available. Find them at grandviewlodge.com, grandviewlodge.com.
As America's leading business lender, Bank of America is on your corner and in your corner, right here in the Twin Cities. With $215 billion in business loans and over 3,700 business specialists across the nation, we help businesses thrive so communities prosper. What would you like the power to do? Learn more at bankofamerica.com/local business. Bank of America, official bank of FIFA Club World Cup 2025. Copyright 2025 Bank of America Corporation, all rights reserved.
History had the gold rush, then came the oil boom, then the tech boom, but right now, it's the Wi-Fi boom. And the Xfinity Wi-Fi is booming. Streaming, booming. Gaming, booming. Video calls, booming, even when your boss schedules a meeting that definitely could have been an email. And now you can get Xfinity Internet and mobile together in one all-in plan. It's the ultimate power couple. Now through June 23rd, new customers can get 400 megabit Xfinity Internet with free equipment and unlimited Internet data, and get one unlimited 5G mobile line included, all in one plan, all for $40 a month for 1 year. So whether you're working, watching, or paying for Wi-Fi Gold, one thing's for sure, Xfinity Wi-Fi is booming. Visit Xfinity.com to learn more. Requires paperless billing and autopay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Taxes, fees extra. Xfinity Mobile requires Xfinity Internet. Reduced speeds after 30 gigabits of data usage. Data thresholds vary. After 1 year, rate increases to $110 a month. After 2 years, regular rates apply to all services up to $143 a month. Actual speeds vary.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
At Brand Inc., we know your business's reputation rides on every detail, especially when it's on the road. Our commercial vehicle wraps combine eye-catching design, 3M-backed installation, and a seamless process built for busy teams. Whether it's one truck or an entire fleet, we help you turn heads, build trust, and grow your business. Your vehicles are always moving. Make sure your brand moves with them. Start your project at brandinc.com. That's Inc with a K, brandinc.com.
Hey, it's Meat Sauce here from my amazing friends at Sauna Supply Company. They're the absolute best. Find out all you need at SaunaSupplyCo.com. My wife and I are awaiting the arrival of our brand new custom-made sauna for my friends at Sauna Supply Company. Find out all you want. They are the best at SaunaSupplyCo.com.
I'm Tiffany, founder of Harlem Pilates. When I couldn't find Pilates in my neighborhood, I started a studio from my studio apartment. Chase Inc. helped me grow from 1 Pilates studio to 3. Because when you start small, you're going to need some big help.
With the Chase Inc. Business Cash Card, you can earn up to 5% cash back on business essentials, so your business can go from here to possible. Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours. Real business owner compensated for their participation. Cards issued by J.P. Morgan Chase Bank. N.A. member FDIC. Subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
Carboni's Pizza gets you prepared for the playoffs, before tip-off, during halftime, and after the buzzer. With over 30 locations in Minnesota and western Wisconsin, Carboni's is your winning play tonight. Order pizza, pasta, salads, and hoagies now at Carbonis.com. Everyone has an opinion, but no one shares theirs like Dan Barrero. You hear him on The Fan. Now watch Barrero on TV for his take on sports, politics, and current events. Enough Said airs Friday night at 9:30 on Fox Channel 9. Proudly presented by Bradshaw and Bryant.
From the 651 Carpets Plus, home of the Next Day Install Studios, this is The Power Trip on FM 100.3 KFAN, The Fan.
Hi.
Harry Carey. It's like Will Ferrell's version.
That's pretty good. My main man, Marnie's brought to you by our friends at Surfside.
Those guys were nice on Friday. They were here on Friday. They were super nice, and they watched you dominate.
Was, by the way, delish. Very good stuff, man.
Yeah, did you
pink
try
lemonade's
it?
real good.
Ew.
I like that pink lemonade.
You know what they say?
What's that?
No bubbles, no trouble.
Yeah, again, I don't think they approved
say?
that. They didn't seem to approve that, but
I think they did. Oh, and I want to say as well, props and much love to my young ladies at the Rogers Great Clips. Because that's where I always get my head shaved.
Yeah.
And they were like, you got to mention us because you guys are always talking about Great Clips, and we're here in Rogers. I'm like, sweet, there you go, over by the Coles. Thank you.
Okay.
So it's all about Marnie, Surfside, and Great Clips.
Cool. Thank you to both of those.
Yeah. That's all?
Well, I mean, you probably shouldn't mix them.
Well,
if you're
don't
gonna
tell me what to do.
Oh, actually, you could go to Great Clips to get trimmed and then enjoy Surfside.
well, why can't you do it the other way? Just don't, berate the hairstylist.
Yeah, I mean, ideally.
Yeah,
just,
you gotta hold your head straight, etc.
Right.
Yeah.
I would say don't have a bunch of drinks and then go work at a Great Clips, but you could definitely get your hair cut.
Unless you like to
Little
party.
tipsy.
Yeah, what if you like to party?
Yeah, you might like to party.
Did you think about that, Corey?
Yeah, Car.
Yeah, I don't know why you don't like partying.
Yeah, what's your problem?
Yeah,
Why you
looks like you're partying on your cake.
I just like to be my...
Yeah, you're partying hard.
A little pants
Pun
party. Yeah.
intended.
Party for one there, brother.
Yeah, listen to the Hulksters.
And you RSVP'd.
It's always,
Yeah,
it's
you're
always,
in.
it's never good to destroy somebody else's art. But all I have to do is take this little cake piece of paper out of my lap, and the whole thing changes. Right? If I just take this notepad out, whole scene.
That's right, man.
Changes.
I do like the fact that you're watching yourself too, because that plays.
Turns out that it's not me, but it does look like me on the screen. I think it's like Eric Lindgren
Yeah,
or
you
something.
wouldn't be on TV playing poker.
No. Then I would be tripping
This is
balls.
America's Funniest Home Videos.
Brilliant.
Community access?
Maybe.
What's that channel?
All right, headlines brought to you by my friends at Wolf River Electric and wolfriverelectric.com.
Nice job. Thank you, Wolf River.
Go solar.
I see the billboards everywhere now.
Yeah, man. Look, when you're thinking solar in the Twin Cities and beyond, get those solar panels put on like I did with Wolf River. It's a way to go. All right. Man, this story's rough. I just didn't think this was possible. I didn't think this was a thing that could happen, but it did. A man in Arizona walked by a stranger, and the stranger said, how are you doing? Just like they must have made eye contact. No pun intended here in a second. But they
Oh, no.
they made eye contact, and the guy just goes, how you doing?
Oh, no.
Right? Just one of those, you could have just head nodded, but he said, how are you doing?
Joey, like, how you doing?
I don't think so.
Okay.
And the man in Arizona ripped his eye out.
His own?
Ripped a stranger's eye out.
Oh, boy, that.
The victim apparently just said, "How you doing?" And the guy
But
just.
what was the tone?
Yeah.
But so it sounds like the attack was random. My guess is this guy was not mentally stable, but he ripped an eye out. Did you think you could just, with your bare hands, rip a stranger's eye out?
That guy's got really good reflexes.
Man. Like, wow.
How do you comprehend what's happening if you just walk by a guy, you casually and probably nicely say, "How you doing?" And then he starts beating the hell out of you and he starts ripping your eye out. You got to be like, what is happening?
Yeah, why?
How do you even process that?
I just said hi.
Could I have that back?
Right.
Man.
Yeah, here you go. Sorry, man.
The hell? That's a weird story.
Yep.
That is weird.
It's in the headlines, though. Only 46% of U.S. adults are planning to travel this summer, mostly due to rising costs. 46% traveling. The other 54 apparently not.
Even by car?
I guess. No traveling this summer.
I will.
Yeah.
What about double dribbling?
Look at that.
Yeah, Hawk had that in the 80s.
Sports
How
jokes.
dare you say that?
You did, though.
All right, I don't have context. I'm just going to read it exactly how it is, and you guys can guess. What percentage of Americans feel confident about their finances? So again, I don't know if that means like how much money they have or just confident in their knowledge of their own finances. My guess is it's the first one.
Yeah.
What percentage of Americans feel confident about their finances?
This probably includes 18 to 80.
Probably.
48.7%.
What'd you say?
48.7.
48.7 feel confident. Sauce.
25.
25. Marty.
25.
I mean, what was this poll taken recently?
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
Course was on his cake.
Taking notes.
I'm going to say it's under half, so 40%.
40%. Max.
I'll go with the smooth little 31.
31. Zachary.
33.
33. Sauce, you said 25, right?
I did.
You're the closest. Just 13% of Americans feel confident about their finances.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
13%.
Well, what if that poll was taken on the day the stock market was gray?
You're going to have to narrow that down because in the last couple of weeks, there's been a whole bunch of those days the last couple of weeks.
It's over.
Wild chimpanzees in West Africa have been observed sharing fruit that contains alcohol, and it might have been enough to give them a buzz.
Oh, that's
It looks like Cheers. Have you watched them?
No.
They're
They're
like
getting
literally,
hammered?
they're hanging out and they're like passing the bottle around. Looks like they're talking about the stock market.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's
it does
great.
look pretty cool. Like they're having a good time.
That's just so cool if they are aware that they like the feeling. They're like,
Yeah.
how do we get more of that?
Yeah, this is
They're
great.
still throwing feces, don't get me wrong.
Sure.
But it looks like they're enjoying it.
But at least they have a built-in excuse.
That's right, yeah.
Right? They got a little truth serum
Yeah.
going, and they just start slinging crap.
I mean, who hasn't thrown feces?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Who hasn't?
Most among us has not had a crazy night where feces doesn't get thrown.
I mean, Hawkstad calls that a Wednesday.
What fruit has booze in it?
Don't know.
Well, if it,
Great
if
question.
If it ferments,
Yeah.
a few of
That's a
them
good
do,
point, yeah.
right?
Don't know. Anyways, it's in West
Asking
Africa.
for
You
a
can look it
friend,
up.
Zach? I'm heading down to Aldi's. What fruit?
Yeah.
Today is National Jelly Bean Day.
Ooh. Jelly
Man.
beans galore, the best.
Love Jelly Belly jelly beans.
I used to
all
love
of
the
them.
popcorn ones. I like
The
Oh, yeah,
Starburst
the buttered
ones are
popcorn.
great.
Yeah, those were
Yellow.
Starburst ones are really good. And they're always like on clearance after Easter.
Yeah.
So my guess is they're massively discounted at Target right now.
Yeah, go get some.
Maybe I will.
Would you call that your superior Easter candy? Favorite
Yeah.
Easter candy?
Yeah. Jelly beans are the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over the
I think
Reese's
so.
egg?
I like fruity candy.
Amen, brother.
Is that a stripper you know?
Yeah, he's in a bathtub in Vegas.
Barnes, let's start with you. Special birthday this week for the world's oldest penguin. The world's oldest known penguin turned what? You mean Mario Lemieux?
Whatever.
Brilliant. Gretzky.
Leave the sports jokes to Marnie.
I'm trying.
How old is the world's oldest known penguin? Her name is Spineb. SPNEB, but it's
breath,
pronounced Spineb.
Wasn't that the pitcher's name that we were talking about earlier?
Zebby. Well, Spinny, she's been around a while.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that penguins have like a turtle-like life.
Penguins.
Lifespan. I feel like Spinny is 80. She hit 80. Big 80.
Hit 80, okay. Sauce?
63.
63. Hawk?
37.
Nailed it. Why even go on?
Whoa.
37. So check this out, though.
Wow.
That species of penguin usually lives 10 to 15 years in the wild, and Spineb is 37.
Wow.
So maybe zoos are good.
I am tired.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Taking naps many times again.
All right, Sauce.
Yes.
This is kind of trivia.
Okay.
Let's see if you know this. Are you familiar with the term anorexia?
Big balls.
Yes.
You are.
Bad timing, bad.
It was created by a British doctor in the 1800s named Sir William Gull. Okay?
Yeah.
Anorexia. Sir William Gull, British doctor in the 1800s. There are theories that Sir William Gull might be blank.
Oh, man.
I mean, he's blind. No. Sir William Gull came up with the term anorexia. There are theories that he might have been blank. You go first.
I don't know where to go with this, but
women.
The butler and nanny. The nanny?
What?
Yeah.
What year did you say?
He was a British doctor in the 1800s.
Oh.
Sir William Gull.
He was.
I think somebody's going to get this, but I want you to guess first.
He was.
I have faith in the group.
Chad Abbott.
Nope.
Like a young doctor, like 20.
No, I think I know this.
What?
Like
Weird guess. Hawk.
I don't know. I don't
think
want to.
he was a.
Women.
Nope.
Was he dyslexic?
Nope.
Was he a pingling?
Nope.
Is he high?
There are theories, that's the key word. There are theories that he might have been.
Abominable snowman?
A
Asian.
ghost.
A yeti.
Yeah.
I heard Asian Yeti.
They're playing at the 7th Street entrance.
Sauce, there's a reason. You guys can do this. There's a reason why I asked you first.
Are there any serial killers from the 1800s?
Serial killer.
Oh, really? Was he a
Serial
serial killer?
Oh, that he was
Jack the
Jack the
Ripper.
Ripper.
Jack the Ripper.
Oh.
There it is. So the guy who came up with the term anorexia may have been Jack the Ripper.
Wow. Haven't you done that tour, Hawk?
I have, yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
We did it during the day. I hear if you do it at night, it's pretty creepy. Or
Yeah.
word, not a way to say that.
Maxo and Zacho, you guys are young, but you understand there were some video games that we grew up on that don't hold up, right?
Yeah.
And you guys should have no interest in a whole bunch of games that we grew up on because most of them suck. But there's some that stand the test of time.
Mario 3.
One of the games that does not was a game called Outrun.
I mean,
Oh, I've heard of this game before.
Who cares?
who cares?
Well, what a weird sentence I'm about to say, but this is true. Sydney Sweeney and Michael Bay are developing a movie based on the video game Outrun.
I mean, why?
What was the concept of Outrun?
It was basically like a car game that you just had to drive and avoid stuff, and I think you
kind
were
of fun. I like
Yeah,
that.
it was fun. It doesn't hold up at
Two
all.
dudes in the front seat, right? Was it a dude and a lady?
No,
or two
yeah,
dudes,
it was
wasn't
a blonde and a brunette and a Ferrari.
Thelma and
I thought it was two dudes.
I don't even remember
it's
that.
a lady.
All I remember is that like there's no like definitive thing though from the game like a Sonic the Hedgehog or a Donkey Kong or a Mario. It's just a car.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, it's going to be Michael Bay, and I don't know if Sydney Sweeney's going to be in it or if she's just producing it. I doubt she's directing it, but if they need a blonde to be driving a Ferrari, my guess is she's going to hire herself.
Yeah.
They're trying to start the car.
Brilliant.
Speaking of shows that are based on video games, do any of you watch The Last of Us?
Yeah, I haven't started this new season, but I do love that show.
Okay.
Me too.
We watch it, and we watched episode 2, which is the latest one that's out of season 2. And I will not say what happened, but something happened that has me shook, and I did not play the video game. I don't even understand how a video game can have such human elements to it. I don't.
There's a lot of storytelling in modern video games. And I've heard The Last of Us is a great modern example of how storytelling can be.
Yeah.
It's an incredible
inside of a
show.
game.
Before the show, a lot of people
wonderful.
considered it one of the greatest games that's ever
If you
been
know
made.
the
I've
video
never
game,
played
you
it.
know what you're talking about.
Yep.
Okay, well,
'cause it's
I
true
don't,
to
and
the
I
game.
didn't, and I started. I was like, this isn't.
It's incredible.
I didn't think it was real, so I read a bunch of
it's based in
synopsis, and so many people were saying, well, yeah, if you played the video game, you knew this was coming, and I'm shook, and I'm not going to say any more.
What's the point? But it was
Exactly.
fantastic, though. But fantastic. Because I've heard it's fantastic.
The show is
Yeah.
The show is really, really good.
That's what everybody says.
Excellent.
The first season is great. Really good.
Yeah, it's really good. I can't wait to see the second
I'm
season.
watching
Amazing.
Outrun. How are you going to make a movie out of this?
I don't
This
know.
is terrible.
They're going to make the movie out of the Kool-Aid Man.
Oh, brilliant.
The
Good
studio.
reference.
So
Good
good.
reference, yeah.
Also, I'll go see Sydney Sweeney in anything.
Yeah.
Shocks no one.
She's
She
doing
could be in the Klan, and I'm gonna be front row.
She's doing a body wash commercial or something.
Oh, I thought you meant like a live stream.
Dr. Squatch. That's what it's called. Yeah.
And it's so weird. She just like appears, and then the guy goes under the table, and he's scared of her because she's like a genie.
Yeah.
But then she, like,
I wouldn't even
kinda
need three wishes at that point.
Yeah, it's Dr.
she
Squatch.
juggles her jugs, and it just is
Great soap.
What?
I'm like, wow, can't she?
Juggles jugs.
But it's so cheesy, and I want her to just be.
Yeah, me
an
too.
actress.
Yeah, Hawk has said that.
Everything
You
I
don't
have to do
do
has to
that.
revolve around.
That's right. You don't have to do that.
It sounds like, according to the cast of Saturday Night Live, when she showed up that week of her hosting, she flat out just said, like, feel free to write jokes or sketches that
I heard that
revolve
too.
around these. So she is leaning into that because she realizes that's
she
how she
can't
got
help
super
it.
famous.
Yeah.
And
got a bad back.
help that.
I think she's going to just keep that going as long as she can.
I think the commercials you're talking about, Marnes, are a play. They're like tongue in cheek of those old commercials where like they were actually being serious. Where it was like smoke a cigarette, and then this hot gal was. I think they're like.
They could be, but
I think they're supposed to be like satirical.
my point is the focus is again her chest, and I just want her to do something.
No, I'm upset.
Yeah, Hawk's mad.
She's more than that.
Right.
Well, she didn't get naked in White Lotus, and I thought she did a good job.
Yeah,
Season
me
one.
too.
Yeah, Chris thought she did a great job.
She was in a bikini for half of it, but
You know what? And that's
a nice
fine
one.
for me.
I mean,
Oh.
she's a beautiful girl with
Yes.
a
Skills.
rockin' bod. So actually, she's making money. She's doing what she wants.
Yeah,
You do
exactly.
you. I don't have a problem with it.
I do the same thing with my rockin' body.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, nobody judges you for
No,
it.
that's right, man.
Yeah.
You know
Except
what?
my
Use
dad.
me and abuse me. Take the pictures. Here you go. Looky, looky.
Are you talking to my dad?
Take the pictures.
Use
Looky,
me. Use me.
Yep, title of the podcast.
Looky. Use me and abuse me.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame class of 2025. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame class 2025 are going to be announced Sunday night on American Idol.
Don't care.
I wonder.
So nobody will hear it.
I mean, that's
Nobody's watching that show, right?
Zero
I don't
people.
know.
No, I don't know, man.
How
People
is it
watch
still on?
You turn the TV power button.
Bunch of
No,
people
it
work
does
on
really well still. It really does.
It is strange, though.
For broadcast television, it still does really well in the ratings. Yep.
I just think it just seems like that's the anti-Rock and Roll Hall of Fame spot to announce it, though, right? It doesn't seem rock and roll at all to be on American Idol. The opposite of how most of the artists that got there, right? It's like the rest of them were garage bands and they found each other and they grinded their way to the top. And it's like, here's the opposite of that. And they're going to announce it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever. Who cares?
Who are the judges now?
I think it's Carrie
Carrie
Underwood.
Hawk.
I think it's still
Blake
Luke Bryan. Still
Flavor Flav.
It's Katy Perry.
Lionel Richie.
Tyler Perry.
I don't think it's Katy Perry anymore.
Oh, I
Paula
thought it was.
Abdul.
Tyler.
Is it Tyler Perry?
Yeah, it's
Hawk
Tyler Perry.
loves Medea Christmas.
How can you not, though?
Yeah.
It's a tearjerker.
It's got nothing on Medea's Halloween
Yeah,
too.
he loves that as well. Right, Hawk?
I think it's Charlotte Ray and Glenn Campbell.
Glenn Campbell's long dead.
Hang on. And is Charlotte Ray the gal from Facts of Life from earlier?
She was
That's the callback.
Yeah, she
By the
was
way,
the mom or the mother
Campbell
figure.
died
Right.
With the red
years ago.
bun on top of her head.
Yeah. By the way, Charlotte Ray and Glenn Campbell both had birthdays today, just like you, Corey Cove.
Hawk.
Yes, sir.
Tanya Tucker, would you?
Oh, absolutely. She stood by her man.
There's a new rule that seems like it should have always been in place, but there's a new rule requiring voting members of the Academy to watch all of the nominated movies before they vote.
How is this not a thing? Before, I know we all knew that they didn't always do that, but how is that just now becoming a thing? It's so ridiculous.
It's like the thing we were talking about, though, with like the voting in the sports leagues and stuff like that. You can't possibly watch all the players.
No.
You know? Like, especially if you're talking about actual players. Voting for other players, they're just going to vote their favorites.
Yeah,
you know,
it's a little bit of a popularity contest for sure. Well, so I guess according to this rule change, though, one of the flaws is it doesn't mention how the members will have to prove it. Because how do you prove that you watch them all?
Yeah.
Even if it's like, hey, you have to prove that you've logged in and put in this code and started the movie. Well, who's to say you're not going for a run?
Yeah, correct.
Right, like who knows? But either way, the Oscars take place next March. Conan O'Brien's going to host again, which is awesome because he's the GOAT.
He is.
But he did a great job this year. Anyway,
What is
you have to watch them
Bargatze
all.
hosting?
The Emmys, I think.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Man, he's going to stop doing stand-up now and just do movies and such.
He's,
Did you read that?
he's big time. I mean, he's on all those commercials now.
Yeah.
Like he's starting to become
I
big
think
time.
He's starting to feel like maybe he's done what he can do with stand-up comedy, and I can get that.
Well, plus, if he takes 5 years off, 10 years off, whatever, imagine the material he'll have when he decides to go back to it.
That's true. Yeah. God, he's good.
He is
so good.
He's so good.
Yesterday, Kanye West released a video for a song called Cousins, in which he
Don't say it.
raps about an incestuous relationship he had with a male cousin when he was a kid until he was 14.
Until he was 14?
Yep, there's a line at the end that says, "My name is Yee, and I performed on my cousin till I was 14."
Okay.
One other interesting fact, this cousin is in prison for killing a pregnant woman a few years after Kanye told them they shouldn't be looking at dirty magazines together anymore. The video has imagery that includes gun violence, a burning cross, a written homophobic slur, and then a picture of a large-breasted woman where swastikas are covering where her nipples should be. So he's doing great.
That was like the worst Mad Libs I've ever heard.
What is happening?
How is this
Is
real?
anyone helping him?
No.
Clearly not.
No.
I don't. I think he's beyond help at this point.
Well, it sounds like we might know why now.
I mean,
Speaking of crazy, last but not least, out of me at least, there's a guy named Philip in the UK,
Yeah, I
and he
know him.
claims
Good dude.
he's probably friends with Andy.
Andy died.
Oh,
That's too
no,
bad.
That's too bad. I had plans with him.
Philip claims that in 1989 he was abducted by reptilian aliens.
It could happen.
He says they looked like small dinosaurs. They beamed him up, as they tend to do. They stripped him naked, as they tend to do.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, they probed him, as they tend to do.
Of course.
Man, you know what? All of that happened to me, and I never got probed. I'm pissed.
Well, I mean, just ask Kate McKinnon.
Yeah, that's a great
It's
bit.
wild.
Great bit.
Great bit.
So he has spoken to a lot of other people that claim they've been abducted, and he thinks a lot more of us have been than we think. We just don't realize it. But here, according to Philip, here are 5 signs
You wake up sore.
that you, 5 signs that you've been abducted by aliens and might not know it.
Okay.
Bumps under your skin. He claims that aliens often leave implants under your skin. They show up on x-rays and could be as small as a grain of rice.
Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Which skin?
I believe just your normal skin.
Yeah.
Any part of the body in particular?
I think just your skin, not that part
I think
of the
we're good.
skin.
I think we're good. Okay.
But if you have bumps there, you might want to have those.
Oh, thanks, Dr. Thompson.
That might be something else.
Thanks, Dr. Thompson.
He says nosebleeds. He had random nosebleeds for 2 years after he was abducted and probed.
You get those?
I sure do. Although I think it's interesting if he got probed that it's bleeding out that end.
Yeah, that's
Shouldn't
a
it
good
be the
point.
other end?
Well,
That's how the aliens throw you off.
How
Cor.
deep is that probe?
Right.
All the way to your nose. He says strange flashbacks. You might start remembering bits and pieces of memories that your brain blocked out. I don't know if that relates to the abduction or just if you have strange flashbacks. Some people would just call those memories.
Yeah.
So you were talking about you don't remember your
Yeah,
your
well,
childhood is
It's
fuzzy.
over for you.
Maybe
You okay, Lumpy?
Maybe I got.
Yeah, you lumpy bastard.
He says sign number 4 is missing time. Like you thought you went on a 20-minute walk, but then you found out that you've been gone for hours.
All right, this one I do have.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah.
Some guy who says he's been abducted 60 times claims that this has happened to him in the since the 80s, where he just will lose 3 or 4 hours in chunks and go, where did my day just go?
Oh, they're wearing his ass out.
Too many drugs. Yeah, that guy has to sit on a donut.
That guy must have a gorgeous probing.
Yeah, that guy walks like he just got off a horse. Yeah.
That guy has a pristine probing.
Yeah,
He's the Pamela Anderson of probes.
He hovers when he dumps.
There's like a memo that goes through the UFO for the last time.
Enough.
Stop bringing Jim up here.
There's a guy in Matamidi that would love your services.
Jim is expired.
But just think, like, you have the technology to travel at the speed of light across the galaxy, and you need multiple shots at an anus. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're like, I don't think we learned enough. Let's get him up here again and probe him 60 times.
Yeah.
Come on.
That butt don't quit.
Last but not least, Philip claims that the reptiles that took him up somehow opened up his mind and left him with supernatural abilities, so this will shock all of us. He now makes a living as a psychic medium.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So he wasn't born with it. The reptile aliens implanted the ability to open his mind, and now he has psychic powers. Paul, you're going to ask if Hawk would sleep with a reptilian alien, right?
Two things.
Okay. Paul, your hand's up.
Would Hawk?
A reptilian alien?
Yeah, that had lady parts.
How do we know what the lady parts look like?
He definitely asked when he got abducted.
He wasn't just content with the probing?
He said, let me see it.
I said, listen, if I'm going to get probed, I'm going to do some probing.
Right.
So would he?
Yeah.
I think at that point, he's got to try to do everything nice to get back to Earth. So sure, I think he would.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And option 2 or question 2?
Which of my friends 100% believes in reptilian aliens?
We've already heard that Hot Ass Randy believes that some of us are reptiles, that there are politicians and celebrities that are reptilian, that are controlling the universe.
Seriously?
Oh, yeah, he's serious.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, good question from Zach. What'd you say, Zach?
Has he been probed?
I mean, I'll ask him. Why?
Asking for a friend.
You have the tools?
Lawrence, you grew up in the Dakotas, right? The Dakotas has a lot of...
no, I grew up in North Dakota.
North Dakota, a lot of land, a lot of farm country.
Yeah.
Is that a alien abduction hotspot? Do you hear a lot of people growing up saying that they were abducted?
No. And we've got the fields for it. Sometimes you'd see photos of a farmer's field and how did this design get burned into the crops overnight? Never got to the bottom of that.
Yeah.
But not a lot of abductions.
Yeah.
Chris, my guess is your childhood was filled with people claiming they were abducted.
Seeing them a lot.
What
Not
did they
the
call
abductions,
them?
though. UFOs. Not UFOs. UFOs.
Yeah.
Now, that's not a joke.
Yep.
That is the truth.
How many of those, quote, UFO sightings overwhelmingly were what some of us call airplanes?
Yeah. It's hard to tell.
All of them.
Almost all of them.
I would say all of them.
But I would say, they were
helicopters.
They were definitely
airplanes.
unidentified. That is for
Sure.
They were definitely.
You know, there are, I don't know where you would call it in, but multiple on a cloudy night, especially like a rainy, drizzly, cloudy night, the lights at Mystic Lake that shoot, straight up, and you can see those for 15, 20 miles away.
It's genius marketing.
Those people get calls all the time, or police departments, whatever. There's a light in the sky, and they're like,
"Oh, no kidding!
What part of town? Oh, by Prior Lake. Yep.
Man,
Mystic Lake.
That movie
That's what
Fire
they
in the
want you to
Sky
think.
used to freak me out as a kid.
When it sucked him up into
Fire,
the sky.
Fire in the Sky. Oh man.
For the recap of the 8 o'clock hour, here's Maxo.
First of all, we have Corey battering his spoon on his cake. Happy birthday.
Thanks, Max.
To Corey. Also, Corey may or may not have been abducted by aliens and probed as a child.
God, I wish I was.
Marnie is Hawk's quote-unquote main man.
Yeah, thank you, brother.
You got him a main man.
Also, in the last week or so, Marnie got her PhD and changed her last name to Thompson.
Dr. Thompson.
Also, Sauce made love to a gay male stripper named Fruity Candy.
Yeah, he did. a clock hour recap. Well done.
I think Fruity Candy's back on Thursday.
I think he is.
I think he's back.
I think he was in California. Well, I think both Fruity Candies are back on Thursday.
Speaking of, hey, have a good day, Echo.
See you boys tomorrow.
Yeah,
All right.
enjoy the game tonight.
All right. Good luck to the Wild. Good luck to the Wolves. Marnes, you're on TV tonight, right? You guys have a game too.
And we sure do. We've got an 8:30 pregame show, tip off just after 9 o'clock in Los Angeles.
And then we'll see you Friday when you try to win your 4th consecutive game and tie the all-time record.
It's incredible. I feel like I've been abducted by aliens.
Well, let's see.
The initials aliens.
4 straight, possibly on Friday.
And I like what they're doing.
9 to noon is next. We're back tomorrow, 5:30 until 9. Everybody have a good day. See you tomorrow.
Everybody have a wonderful day.
You too, Abba Dabba. I cannot wait to see you.
651 Carpets Plus. We bring the showroom to you. Come on in. Here's how your free in-home estimate works. We bring you all the latest and greatest styles to complement your home. We use our state-of-the-art measuring system so we can give you the best price for your project on the spot. And we have thousands of products that you could have installed the next day. Call 651 Carpets Plus for your free in-home estimate.